So we start our next chapter, that is elimination. So what is elimination? So simply it is a process when any substance or any drug which will be removed by any process will be removed from our body by any process, either metabolism or by excretion, which is called as a elimination of any drug. So introduction of this. So what is drug elimination? It is a process of unchanged drug or biotransformer products, or as which called as metabolites, which are may be removed from the blood irreversibly into the urine via kidney, and some volatile drugs which are eliminated through the other non-renal routes. So what is drug elimination? It is simply where the process of unchanged drug or biotransport, or which is called as a metabolite, may be removed from the our blood via into the irreversibly by using by into the urine or via kidney, and some volatile drugs which are be eliminated through the other non-renal route, so which is called as a drug elimination. So this drug elimination or drug can be excreted to the many routes. So this drug will be eliminated or excreted by many routes. So simply there are two types: renal route and non-renal. So drug will be excreted from our body by two routes. First, renal route, and second will be the non-renal route. In renal route, they will be excreted from the kidney, and non-renal route. For example, non-renal route, there are biliary excretion or pulmonary excretion, salivary excretion, dermal excretion, and the mammillary excretion. So from this non-renal route or renal route, the drug are removed from our body. So next point, that is first type of excretion, that is renal excretion. So this renal excretion, it mainly we know the renal means from the kidney. So this renal excretion is mainly through the kidney, the one of important organ, that is kidney is one of the predominant organ, elimination organ, which is required for the most of the drug will be excreted or most of the drug will be eliminated from this renal route. So this renal excretion through the kidney, it is one of the predominant elimination organ from which more than the 90% of the drug, either in the form of unchanged or biotransformed or metabolite form, they can be, or most of the highly ionizable water soluble substances or polar compound, they are excreted through the kidney. So through the renal excretion, or which is the important organ, which kidney. So from this kidney, more than the 90% of drug will be eliminated, either they are in the form of unchanged drug or in the form of metabolite, or most of the water soluble ionizable water soluble substances or other polar compounds, they are excreted from this kidney. So these renal excretion are mainly this renal excretion or this renal or urinary excretion process are mainly through the three important process. So there are three types of process in this renal excretion. So first, see the diagram, we know that is glomerular filtration, tubular secretion, or tubular reabsorption. So first process, that is glomerular filtration. Second, the drug will be secrete or drug will be excreted from tubular secretion, then the process will be the tubular reabsorption. So first process, which is called as a glomerular filtration. So we know there is in glomerular filtration, there is important structure unit in the kidney. There is an important structure which is important for the glomerular filtration. So we know the nephron, that is structural unit which are present in each kidney, which is over 1 million. Okay. So each nephron, so in this nephron, which consists of these glomerulus, they allow larger quantity of the solid of the solid soluble fluids. So these nephrons, which consist of glomerulus, so they allow large quantity of this solid soluble fluids to pass from this blood to the glomerulus capsule. So each district, so through the glomerulus only large quantity of soluble solid will be passed from blood to the uh, this glomerulus capsule. It restricts this glomerulus capsule is restrict the large molecular weight of substances like plasma protein. So this glomerulus capsule will be restrict the larger. We know if the drug will be bind or any substance will be bind to the plasma, it increase their molecular weight. So these larger molecules or this plasma protein is restricted. The ultrafiltration take place when the drug which is free from the plasma protein. So there will be the ultrafiltration in the glomerulus filtrate. In the glomerulus will be take place where drug will be free from this plasma protein. And for this transport, there is the required driving force which is provided by cardiac pumping. So we know for any transportation, there is a requirement or any absorption process or any distribution process, there is a requirement of any driving force. So for this glomerulus filtration, there is a requirement of the driving force which is a cardiac pumping. So there is the important term that is glomerulus filtration rate. So the amount of the filter, the amount of the fluid will be filtered from this blood into the glomerulus capsule per unit time, which is called as the glomerulus filtration rate. So what amount of the fluid will be filtered through into the blood into the or filter from the blood into the glomerulus capsule per unit time, which is called as the glomerulus filtration rate. So किती amount of एखादं water असेल किंवा fluid असेल ते via from the blood which is transported into the blood will be into the blood, then will be transported to the glomerulus capsule. So in this glomerulus capsule, what amount of fluid will be filtrate, which is called as the glomerulus filtration rate. So the amount of the fluid filtered from this blood into the glomerulus capsule per unit time, which is called as a glomerulus filtration rate. So a normal glomerulus filtration rate, it is about 125 to 130 ml per minute, and in adult, that is this glomerulus filtration rate in adult, glomerulus filtration is about 180 liters of fluid per day will be filtered through this kidney. So the normal GFR, that is glomerulus filtration rate, is 125 to 130 ml per minute. In adult, in one day, the 180 liters of the fluid will be filtered through this kidney, and up to 99% of the fluid volume, will be filtered through this glomerulus. Up to 99% of this fluid volume will be filtered from this glomerulus, will be reabsorbed. जे ग्लोमेरुलस मध्ये जे 99 त्याच्यामधलं जे फिल्टर होतं त्याच्यामधलं जे 100% असे ग्लोमेरुलस फिल्ट्रेशन और 180 लिटर त्याच्यामधलं 99% फ्लुइड असेल ते काय केलं जातं, रिअब्सॉर्ब केलं जातं. The major glomerulus filtration process is hydrodynamic pressure. The major glomerulus filtration process is hydrodynamic pressure within a glomerulus capillaries. So for this filtration, there is a requirement of this hydrodynamic pressure which are present in these glomerulus capillaries, and the kidney, which leaves more blood supply, the kidney receives. So kidney required or kidney receives more blood supply, which is approximately 25% of this cardiac output is the renal artery. So for this filtration or glomerular filtration, so kidney receives more blood supply, that is 25% of cardiac output, which is through this renal artery. So in the glomerulus filtration, the protein-bound drug or large molecular which are not filtered through this glomerulus. Protein-bound or large quantity or large molecular weight drug which cannot be filtered through this glomerulus. Only small molecule or small molecular weight which is less than 500 Dalton which are filtered through this glomerulus, and the ionized or non-ionized drug can be easily filtered through this glomerulus. So through this glomerulus, only the drug molecule which is less than 500 Dalton, which is ionized or non-ionized, which is filtered. The protein-bound drug which is not filtered through this glomerulus filtration rate. So this GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate, which is calculated by a simple formula, that is GFR is equal to amount of the drug excreted in the urine in unit time divided by plasma concentration of the drug. So which is called as the glomerular filtration rate. Next process for renal excretion, that is tubular secretion. So the tubular secretion is an active transport process. So we know what is active transport process. There is a requirement of direct involvement of energy. So in the active, this is a tubular secretion second process, which is the active tubular secretion. It is the active transport process which drug may be transported. So in this process, drug may be transported against concentration gradient from the blood capillaries across the tubular membrane into the renal tubule. So for tubular secretion, in this process, the drug will be transported against concentration gradient from this capillary to the across the tubular membrane into the renal tubule. So certain drugs which are plasma bound, which form drug protein complex, still they are dissociated fast in the process. So काही जे ड्रग असतील जे प्लाझ्मा बाउंड झालेले असतात ते ड्रग काय असतात, the complex will be dissociated in this process. For example, penicillin or phenobarbital like drugs which are extensively bound to the plasma protein but are their elimination half life, म्हणजे एखाद्या त्याची elimination half life which are short due to their drug are excreted by this active secretion. So in this tubular secretion process, the plasma bound drugs are dissociated and they are excreted like penicillin. So these are penicillin or phenobarbital like drugs. They are extensively plasma bound drugs, but their elimination half life are short due to drugs are excreted. These drugs are excreted by this active secretion. In the tubular secretion process, we know this is the active process. So this tubular secretion process is carrier mediated or carrier limited process. So the enzymes or other components of the membrane such as weak acid or organic ion transport or weak basis organic cation transport have been identified as a carrier in the system. So for this active tubular secretion or this process, their requirement of carrier. So they are organic anion transporter or organic cation transporter are used as a carrier. This carrier system will be transported drug which are structure specific. म्हणजे ह्या याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला माहिती कॅरियर प्रत्येक लॉक अँड की मॉडेल किंवा एक स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रक्चर असतं. सो त्याच्यानुसार कुठलाही ड्रग काय केलं तर ट्रान्सपोर्ट केला जातो. The both of the drug are compete. So structure similar drug, we know if the drug are or the drug which are same or similar structure, they are compete they are compete for side of carrier or for any receptor. So these sometimes the drug are compete with for similar structure specific carrier in the biological membrane. The finite numbers of carrier which are present in the membrane, there are finite number of carrier which are present in the membrane. So system will be, so there is a less amount of the carrier. So the amount of the drug will be increased. If the amount of the drug will be increases, there will be the saturation of this carrier. For example, the probenecid is the probenecid is compete with penicillin for same carrier, that is organic anion transport carrier, which is for this probenecid and the penicillin, which is compete for this organic anion transporter. So in this process, drug commonly used to measure active secretion include for measuring this active tubular secretion process, there is use of the drug which is called as a para-amino hippuric acid or iodopyracide are not only filtered by this glomerulus but are vigorously secreted by the kidney tubules. So जर आपल्याला एखाद्या ग्लोमेरुलस किंवा ट्युब्युलर सिक्रेशन आपल्याला रेट आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं असेल, सो for this measurement of this active tubular secretion, there is a use of two types of drug. First, which is called as a para-amino hippuric acid, and second will be the iodopyracide. So these are not only filtered by this glomerulus but also vigorously secreted by the kidney in the tubules. So this is a second process for urinary secretion, or urinary excretion. Third process, which is called as the tubular reabsorption. So most of the drugs which are undergo this tubular reabsorption, usually the mechanism will be absorption mechanism will be the passive diffusion process, and the essential nutrients are reabsorbed by the active process. So most in the tubular reabsorption process, the drug will be reabsorbed by passive diffusion and essential nutrients are absorbed by the active process. The renal clearance value may be 0 for the drug which are completely absorbed. So we know the renal, if the drug will be completely absorbed, the renal excretion value will be the 0, and the renal tubule membrane which favors the transport of this lipophilic drug. So through this renal tubule, the mostly lipophilic drug will be transported, and poor lipid soluble or ionized drug are reabsorbed. So due to lipophilicity or lipophilic drug will be transported through this renal tubule, and the poor lipid soluble or ionized drug are the reabsorbed. For this tubular reabsorption, the major factor which is urinary pH, which is influence this reabsorption. So if any drug, कुठल्याही ड्रगचं जर रिअब्सॉर्प्शन करण्यात त्याच्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट फॅक्टर कुठला फॅक्टर अफेक्ट करतो, तो आहे urinary pH. So the pH of the plasma in the blood, we know that is 7.4, that is constant, that is 7.4, and pH of the urine which is ranges from 4.5 to the 8, which depend upon the such factors such as diet based on acidic or the basic substances. So we know this reabsorption which is based upon this urinary pH, and the plasma pH is constant, that is 7.4, and urinary pH that is which is ranges from 4.5 to 8, and which is depend upon our diet, which is important factor, that is diet, which either acidic, which contain either acidic substances or basic substances. For example, the carbohydrate rich food intake making urine pH relatively more. समजा जर आपण कार्बोहायड्रेट कंटेनिंग फूड घेतलं तर आपलं द पीएच विल बी चेंज टू द अल्कलाइन. So there is some acidic drug will make urine more acid. So त्याच्यामुळे काय करेल, जे acidic drug असतात ते काय होतात, which will make urine, त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं, जे urine असेल it will be more acidic. And the based upon pK value of the drug, the acidic drug are more ionized in alkaline environment of the urinary pH. So we know that is what will be the pH or drug which will be helpful, or pK value which is helpful for absorption of the drug. So the drug will be weakly acidic drugs which are more ionized into the alkaline environment of the urinary pH. So less fraction of the drug will be available. So if the drug will be more ionizable, so drug will be less available, or less fraction of the drug will be available for reabsorption. Or so if the drug which are weakly basic drugs which are less ionized in the okay, so if the drug, if the consider as a weakly acidic drug which are more ionized in the alkaline environment, so their absorption will be less. If the basic drug which are less ionized in this alkaline pH, so their absorption or the absorption will be rapid due to their unionized form. So this most of the fraction of the drug or large fraction of that drug will be available for the renal tubular membrane. Second example, that is sulfadiazine, which has pK value which is from 6.48. So this sulfadiazine drug which has pK value that is 6.48 can be increased in the urine, can increase the urine secretion. So this pK value can increase this pH secretion by continual administration of the sodium bicarbonate injection. So sulfadiazine जर आपल्याला absorption increase के tubular increase करायचं असेल, so this sulfadiazine pK value which will be increase the urine secretion by continuous administration of this sodium bicarbonate injection. So it makes urine pH 8. So under this condition there will be the increased drug excretion. So आपल्याला माहिती आहे sulfadiazine ची value pK value that is which is from 6.48. so it will be increased. आता 6.48 आहे त्यामुळे काय होतं, it will be increase the urine secretion, it will be increased urine secretion. So by adding or by continuing administration of this sodium bicarbonate injection, so त्याच्यामुळे काय pH of the urine will be changed from pH will be 8. so त्या या कंडिशन मध्ये काय होतं, urine will be त्या कंडिशन मध्ये urine secretion increase झालं त्यामुळे काय होतं, जो ड्रग असेल this drug excretion will be increases. So these are the three important process for renal excretion. So first will be the glomerular filtration, second tubular secretion, and third will be the tubular reabsorption. Next point, that is clearance. So what is clearance? So clearance means we know what is clearance. It will be any substance or any things which is clear from any part, or which is called as a clearance. So what is clearance? The clearance or drug clearance, which is defined as volume of the plasma that is completely clear the major amount of drug per unit time. So what is clearance or drug clearance? एखाद्या volume of plasma मध्ये किती drug आहे, amount of drug which are completely removed, which are completely clear from or per unit time, which are completely removed from per unit time, which is called as a drug clearance or clearance. So what is clearance? It is defined as the volume of the plasma that is completely clear the major amount of the drug per unit time, which is expressed as a ml, which unit as a clearance unit, that is ml per minute or liter per hour. So this clearance or measure two types of excretions pathway. So these clearance are measure two excretion pathways. First, renal clearance or non-renal clearance. So in the renal clearance means simply the drug will be removed from the kidney. And second, non-clearance, which are maybe the drug will be removed from the hepatic, that is from liver through the skin, next from milk or through the mammary secretion, next will be the lungs, from the lungs, or next from biliary secretion, that is bile, and last from the saliva. From salivary secretion, the drug will be completely removed from this plasma, so which is called as a clearance. There are two types, first from the renal clearance and second will be the non-renal clearance. So first, that is renal clearance. So what is renal clearance? It is defined as the volume of the plasma that completely clear the major amount of the drug per unit time by kidney, from kidney, which is called as a renal clearance. So simply renal means kidney. Clearance means completely amount of the drug will be removed from the per unit time, which is called as the renal clearance. So this renal clearance, which is CLR, which is expressed as the CLR, that is in ml per minute or liter per hour. That is unit for the renal clearance is ml per minute or liter per hour. So we know the same, that is clearance will be the unit ml per minute or liter per hour. So clearance, which is calculated by formula, that is CLR, that is equal to rate of excretion through the kidney, divided by the plasma concentration of the drug. So renal clearance, that is formula, rate of excretion of the drug through the kidneys divided by the plasma concentration of the drug. So this also can be expressed, this renal clearance, which is also expressed by other formula, that is this renal clearance may be considered as the ratio of sum of the filter rate plus tubular secretion rate minus reabsorption rate divided by the plasma concentration rate. So what is clearance is equal to filtration rate plus tubular filtration rate plus glomerular filtration rate plus tubular secretion rate minus tubular reabsorption rate divided by the plasma concentration. By using these both formula, we calculate that renal clearance. Next point, that is renal clearance ratio. So what is renal clearance ratio? So renal clearance ratio, it is defined as the ratio of renal clearance to the renal clearance of the drug to the renal clearance of the creatinine. So what is the definition of this renal clearance ratio? It is the ratio of renal clearance of the drug to the renal clearance of the creatinine. So the formula, that is renal clearance ratio, which is equal to renal clearance of the drug divided by the renal clearance of creatinine. So that is the clearance through the kidney of the drug, which is divided by the clearance of the creatinine from the kidney. So from this ratio, there are various conditions. So first, if this ratio is 0, some other clearance ratio 0 cell, which indicates renal clearance is 0. So the ratio will be, if the ratio is clearance ratio, renal clearance ratio which is 0, so which indicates the renal clearance is 0. So in this case, the glomerular filtration as well as complete tubular reabsorption take place. So समजा जर रेशो जर 0 असेल त्यावेळी क्लिअरन्स 0 असतो आणि ह्या केसमध्ये ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन त्याचबरोबर ट्युब्युलर रिअब्सॉर्प्शन दोन्ही असतात ते काय येतात तिथे ते फॉर्म होतात. समजा इफ सेकंड कंडिशन, इफ द रिनल क्लिअरन्स इज फ्रॉम 0 to 1, समजा जर रिनल क्लिअरन्स रेशो 0 किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये असेल, which indicates that the clearance is less than 300 ml per minute. जर 0 ते 1 असेल तर renal clearance value will be the from which is less than 300 per ml per minute. आणि त्या केस मध्ये ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन आणि ट्युब्युलर रिअब्सॉर्प्शन दोन्ही फॉर्म होतात, त्याने दोन्ही प्रोसेस होतात. जसं 0 असेल तर ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन अँड कंप्लीट रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होतं, तसंच 0 to 1 असेल त्याच्यामध्ये पण काय होतं, ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन आणि ट्युब्युलर रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होतं. नेक्स्ट द renal clearance ratio, that is 1. So 1 म्हणजे काय, both value ratio means both value is equal, that is renal clearance of the drug will be equal to the renal clearance of the creatinine. So this clearance value or this renal clearance ratio, that is 1, which indicates that renal clearance is exactly equal to 300 ml per minute. So this renal clearance which exactly equal to 300 per ml minute, 300 ml per minute, and which indicates that there is only one process will be take place, complete glomerular filtration. So जेव्हा renal clearance ratio 1 असेल तेव्हा काय होतं, तिथे फक्त एक प्रोसेस फॉर्म होते, ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन, फॉर एक्झाम्पल क्रिएटिन. नेक्स्ट कंडिशन, that is the ratio becomes less than the ratio becomes greater than 1. The ratio becomes greater than 1, which indicates that the renal clearance value is greater than 300 ml per minute. In this case, both glomerular filtration and tubular secretion will be take place. For example, most of the polar drug. So most of the polar drug will be excreted through this renal. त्याच्यामध्ये काय होतं, जी renal clearance value आहे which is greater than 300 ml, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये glomerular filtration and tubular secretion which will be formed. Last, when the renal clearance which is equal to renal plasma flow rate, जेव्हा renal clearance value ही renal plasma value flow rate च्या इक्वल असते, there will be the maximum renal clearance. त्यावेळी काय होतं, maximum clearance होतं, that is 650 ml per minute will be take place. So जेव्हा renal clearance value which is equal to renal plasma flow rate value, त्यावेळी काय होतं, maximum clearance आपल्या बॉडी मध्ये maximum renal clearance value होते, which is 650 ml per minute, and which is defined by this iodopyrazide drug, which is take place by this iodopyrazide drug. So this is the renal clearance ratio. Next types of clearance, that is creatine clearance. So this creatine is the metabolic byproduct of muscle metabolism. So this creatine is a metabolic byproduct of this muscle metabolism. So this creatine is excreted through the glomerular filtration. So this creatine is mostly excreted through this glomerular filtration, and a normal serum creatine value. So our body, there is normal serum creatine value which is ranges from 0.6 mg per deciliter to, that is 0.6 mg dl to the 1.2 mg dl, or it is expressed in the mg percentage. So the serum creatine value which is from 0.6 mg deciliter to the to the 1.2 mg deciliter, or which is also expressed in the percentage mg. If the 1 mg, there is a condition. First, if the 1 mg per deciliter serum, that is creatine concentration in the blood, which will be indicates there is a 100% renal function. समजा जर 1 mg the concentration आहे 1 mg per dl serum creatine value blood मध्ये असेल, प्रेझेंट असेल, तर काय ते 100% renal function किंवा kidney function आहे. समजा if there is a 2 mg dl in patient, समजा जर एखाद्या पेशंट मध्ये 2 mg per dl जर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन असेल, which suggests or which represent the patient have 50% renal function. पेशंट काय करतात, पेशंटची कॅपॅसिटी किंवा त्याची किडनी 50% काय करते, फंक्शनिंग आहे. Raise of serum creatine concentration which will be causes or which will be indicates renal damage. समजा जर ह्या व्हॅल्यू पेक्षा 1 किंवा 2 पेक्षा जर व्हॅल्यू जर जास्त असेल किंवा सिरम कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जास्त असेल क्रिएटिनची, तर काय असेल, which indicates that there is a renal damage. Okay. Normal creatine clearance through the urine, एखाद्या बॉडी मधून नॉर्मल क्लिअरन्स थ्रू द युरिन इन केस ऑफ हेल्दी अडल्ट मेल which is approximately 100 ml per minute, which is approximately 100 ml per minute, which is plus minus 25 ml per minute. Oh, okay. So आपल्या बॉडी मध्ये नॉर्मल क्रिएटिन क्लिअरन्स युरिन मधून किती एखाद्या हेल्दी अडल्ट मध्ये किती किंवा मेल मध्ये असेल, दॅट इज फ्रॉम 100 ml per minute as compared to the renal, we know renal clearance that is which is ranges from or clearance that is ranges from 300 ml per minute. So in the normal creatine clearance is a 100 ml plus minus 25 ml per minute. In actual practice, the extent or amount of the creatine which is excreted by the kidney is found from the complete 24 hours pooled urine sample. जर आपल्याला ऍक्च्युअल जर व्हॅल्यू पाहिजे असेल, ऍक्च्युअल आपल्याला ऍक्च्युअल अमाऊंट किंवा ऍक्च्युअल किती एक्सक्रीटेड क्रिएटिन आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये किडनी थ्रू एक्सक्रीट होत असेल, सो विच इज त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला कंप्लीट 24 पूल्ड युरिन मीन्स कंप्लीट पूल युरिन म्हणजे कुठलेही एक्सक्रीट न होता कंप्लीट आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये 24 तासामध्ये कुठलेही एक एक्सक्रीट न होता जी युरिन सॅम्पल असेल ते कॅल्क्युलेट करून त्याच्यामधलं कॅल्क्युलेट करून आपल्याला काय करायचं, ऍक्च्युअल किती अमाऊंट आहे ते आपल्याला मिळेल, त्या क्रिएटिन एक्सक्रीशन होते किती एक्सक्रीशन हे आपल्याला मिळेल. सो दॅट इज अ क्रिएटिन क्लिअरन्स. सो सिम्पली which is creatine which is excreted through this glomerular filtration. So if the value will be 1 mg per dl, which is called as a, which suggests that or which indicate there is a 100% functioning of this kidney or renal function. If the value will be 2, which indicates they are 50% of functioning. If the value will be more than this, which there will be damage to the kidney or the renal function. So this is the second. Third will be the inulin clearance. So this inulin which is completely filtered through this glomerular filtration only. So the inulin substances which are completely filtered through this glomerular filtration, and the reabsorption of this drug, inulin drug, which is negligible. So this drug will be not secreted actively. So this inulin which is completely filtered through this glomerular filtration, there is no reabsorption or no secretion will be take place of this inulin. The ratio of inulin and the drug clearance ratio will be give complete mechanism of the renal excretion. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे renal आहे ते काय होतं, इन्युलिनचं काय आपल्याला माहिती आहे फॉर्म्युला काय, द अमाउंट ऑफ द ड्रग will be removed, amount of drug will be removed from the body divided by the plasma concentration or drug concentration. So the ratio of this inulin and the drug clearance ratio will give complete mechanism. त्यामुळे काय होतं, इन्युलिन हे कम्प्लिटली बॉडी मधून रिमूव्ह होतो, सो किंवा एक्सक्रीट होतो, त्यामुळे आपल्याला काय कंप्लीट रिनल एक्सक्रीशन कुठल्याही ड्रगचं आपल्याला मिळेल. सो इफ द ड्रग टू द इन्युलिन रेशिओ, समजा जर ड्रग आणि इन्युलिन रेशिओ which is less than 1, समजा जर एखाद्या ड्रग आणि इन्युलिन रेशिओ हा कमी असेल, लेस दॅन 1, which indicates that drug will be partially reabsorbed. इन्युलिनचा आणि ड्रग आणि इन्युलिनचा रेशिओ हा 1 पेक्षा कमी असेल तर काय, तो ड्रग पार्शियली रिअब्सॉर्ब झाला. समजा ड्रग आणि इन्युलिन रेशिओ इक्वल असेल, that is 1, which indicates that drug will be completely filtered only. सो तर काय होईल, दोन्ही ड्रग असेल तो कम्प्लिटली फिल्टर झाला. इफ द ड्रग इन्युलिन रेशिओ इज इक्वल टू 1, which indicates that drug will be filtered here also. drug will be filtered here. Also, the clearance which is equal to glomerulus filtration rate. समजा जर एक इक्वल असेल त्यावेळी काय होतं, ड्रग फक्त कम्प्लिटली फिल्टर होतो. त्यावेळी क्लिअरन्स रेशो जो असेल, क्लिअरन्स रेशो that is clearance which is equal to the glomerulus filtration and the drug inulin ratio is more than 1. समजा जर हा रेशो द ड्रग आणि इन्युलिनचा रेशो हा 1 पेक्षा जास्त असेल, the drug will be actively secreted. So the drug will be actively secreted. So first in the inulin clearance, that is this inulin which is completely removed from the kidney, which is called as the per unit time, which is inulin clearance. So this inulin which is completely filtered through this glomerular filtration, there is the ratio of inulin or the drug clearance which give complete mechanism of this clearance. समजा जर there are 3 types of condition. जर ड्रग आणि इन्युलिनचा रेशो हा 1 पेक्षा कमी असेल तर ड्रग हा पार्शियली रिएब्सॉर्ब करतो. समजा हा रेशो इक्वल असेल तर ड्रग कंप्लीट फिल्टर, त्यावेळी फक्त कुठली कंडिशन असते, ड्रग विल बी ओनली फिल्टर ओनली. त्यामुळे ड्रग कम्प्लिटली ग्लोमेरुलस फिल्ट्रेशन रेट काय होतो, फिल्टर होतो. समजा फक्त ड्रग फिल्टर किंवा हा रेशो 1 असेल तर काय, त्यावेळी जो क्लिअरन्स असेल त्या ड्रगचा विच इज इक्वल टू द ग्लोमेरुलस फिल्ट्रेशन. म्हणजे तिथे काय होतं, फक्त आपल्याला माहिती आहे ह्या कंडिशन मध्ये काय होतं, रिअब्सॉर्प्शन होत नाही किंवा ट्युब्युलर सिक्रेशन होत नाही. त्यामुळे क्लिअरन्स इज इक्वल टू द क्लिअरन्स ऑफ दॅट ड्रग और इन्युलिन इज इक्वल टू द glomerulus filtration. And if the ratio, that is the drug inulin ratio, which is higher than 1, which called as a drug will be actively secreted. So this is a inulin clearance. And last will be the total body clearance. So what is total body? So this name will be suggest that all substances or drug will be removed or any substances will be removed from this blood volume of the blood plasma, which is completely removed in per unit time, which is called as the total body clearance. So what is total body clearance? It is the sum of all body clearance to the both renal or non-renal route. Or in the other word, the total clearance of the drug, the total completely remove of the drug in all type of this body or the clearance organs, which is called as the total body clearance. So that is what is total body clearance, is the sum of all clearance through the both renal and non-renal clearance. So what is formula for total body clearance? That is clearance is equal to total body clearance is equal to CL, which is equal to CLR plus CLNR. That is CLR means CL means total body clearance, CLR means clearance of the drug from the renal or through the kidney, or CLNR means non-renal body clearance. So which is in this non-renal body clearance, this clearance of the drug from liver through the skin, through the lung, through the saliva, through the bile, or through the mammillary secretion. So from this and the renal, which combines, which is called as the drug will be clear from the body, which combines, which is known as the total body clearance. So in this lecture we study what is clearance, what is drug elimination. So what is drug elimination? So it is a process where the drug will be completely excreted or removed from the body by either convert into the or through the excretion or by the biotransport metabolite. Okay, so next term, that is clearance. So what is clearance? So in the volume of the plasma, the amount of the drug will be completely removed per unit time, which is called as the clearance. Okay, so we stop here. Next point will be studied in the next lecture.